Well, good evening, and welcome to Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast, where I'm Anna. I'm your host, and uh, we are here to inspire, to encourage, and to empower you to live a fulfilling and blessed lifestyle. I am a retired school teacher, an educational consultant, a jury consultant, and a health consultant. And I'm also a certified cake instructor. So I bring to you a wealth of knowledge and experience to our conversations. And so each week we delve into episodes that can bring enrichment into our lives, whether it's from personal development to health awareness. And I never ever want to give up about the art of jury. Okay, jury just does so much for you. It just makes you feel so good. And so I basically do this by providing workshops and uh, just giving knowledge and even having speakers. Wasn't that speaker I had last week? Awesome, Dr. Maeva Clark. Okay. So go back if you didn't get a chance to look at that episode last week. It was phenomenal. Okay. Um, so I want you to join me as we explore inspiring stories and expert insights and practical advice to help you live that blessed and fulfilling lifestyle. So thank you again for tuning in to Sweet Blessings, where every conversation is a treasure. So let's get started. So we're going to go to commercial, and when we come back, we're going to kind of delve into what our episode is for tonight. Why educators need community. All right, we are back, and welcome back. I am Anna. I am your host this evening. So I want to say welcome to Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast, where we inspire, we encourage, and we empower people to live a fulfilling and blessed lifestyle. So I'm Anna. I'm your host, and today we're going to continue our educational engagement series. Um, so, so far, I'm sorry, y'all. So far, we talked about the importance of joy, sustainability, and encouragement for educators. Today, we are going to focus on another powerful ingredient for success: community. Today, we'll explore why community is essential and how educators can build meaningful connection that sustain them throughout their journey. Mm, that is something to be said. So, hold on. I gotta go to my notes. I'm ahead of my notes. All right. So I got a slide here. So let me bring it up real quick. I don't know. Every time I do this, they leave out one little letter there. But why educators need community? And even when I check this, it's not that. Now, how connections collaborate, support and help educators thrive. Oh my God, some misspelled word in there too. It helps educators thrive. Hold on, y'all. So we're going to talk a little bit about how the connections, the collaborations, and support helps educators thrive. Also, teaching. This is about community empowerment. Teaching can sometimes feel like a solitary journey, but educators were never meant to walk it alone. Community is one of the most powerful tools for sustaining passion and purpose in education. So you all know I'm looking at my notes. I got to go back. All right. Let's go move on. So I think I want to take maybe a brief commercial break because I'm going to spend a little time on the main teaching points on this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and take another commercial break, and then when we come back, we're going to come back, and then we're going to elaborate on the main teaching points on why community is important to educators.
Oh my goodness, the mailman came. I hope my sweet little thing cookie's in here. I just hope it's in here. Let me see. Let me open this up. That's it. That's it. Sweet little thing cookie. That sweet little thing cookie. Oh, I'ma have me a ball now. Let me just get this right here. Little thing cookie. That sweet little thing cookie. Oh yeah. I finally got my cookies. This sweet little thing cookies. Oh, yeah. I'm going to have fun. This package kind of big, though. Man, it got a lot of cookies. Oh, yeah. This the best day ever. I'm trying to tell you, I got my cookies, and I'm going to eat these cookies, and ain't nobody going to stop me. Wait, what?
Marie, what you doing, man? You can't have those cookies right now. I'm sorry, we about to eat dinner. Once we finish dinner, then you can have those cookies.
All right, we are back, and we're going to talk a little bit. I'm Anna. I'm your host of Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast. And so this evening, we are talking about why educators need community. And so some of the main points that I want to kind of get across is number one, community provides support. Educators face many challenges. Having a supportive community helps them navigate those moments with encouragement and wisdom. So, and a community is large, you all. It's not just the school environment, but it's the community, the where people live. All of those people have to take some type of environment or some type of control in the community of the education of the children. They just do. Number two is community encourages collaboration, y'all. This is one of the things that I don't think there's enough of. Sharing ideas, strategies, experiences help educators grow and improve their teaching. We have to do more sharing because what's happening over here might help somebody over here. So I always tell people you never get too old to learn. And I don't understand people who don't want to share their ideas. When you share your ideas, it makes the world a better place. Like I said, I I hate to say it, but I just don't understand it. You know. Um, anyway, let me go ahead on. So, let's go with the next one. The next one is community reduces isolation. And this one here, I feel is so true. Many educators feel that they must solve problems alone. The community reminds them that they are not alone in their journey. I can remember I'm a problem solver. If I see something, it doesn't even have to be in the educational field. Seriously. But most people who are in the educational field are problem solvers. They try to think of different ways that they can come up with a solution to help a student. Because I'm going to tell you right now, all students do not learn the same way. They do not learn the same way. And boys learn a little bit differently than girls. So we have to be versatile and we have to come together as a community so that teachers don't feel isolated, or educators, because not all educators are teachers. Okay. Number 4, strengthen the community. The community strengthens the profession. When educators support one another, the entire field of education becomes stronger. Now, that's it. Remember what I said, support. I didn't say inhibit, because there are some educators who want to inhibit others. They don't want to see progress. And so, but when you have those educators who support one another, the entire field of education becomes stronger. And I'm going to use myself as an example. I am an retired early childhood teacher. And I consult for the state. I do 2 things for the state. I help daycares, but I am normally a classroom teacher. I worked in the public school system. My Head Start program was in the public school system. And I taught both Head Start and state pre-K, if you're familiar with those programs. And so my teaching strategy would be different somewhat from a daycare. Now, mind you, that I do help daycares get their national accreditation. So there has to be some type of support there. I am a mentor. I mentor sites to help them get their national accreditation. I am an educator that supports another educator. Now, in the daycare environment, you have several things. And I do want to note that all daycares are not alike. There's some difference in the daycares. Okay, so all of these things you have to take in consideration. And even though you're in that daycare and you're helping them, you're helping the teacher, but you're also helping the director. You're also helping the owner. You also are helping the schools in the community, because those children who are in those daycares, they are going to go right into the school system. So this is what I mean by community strengthening the profession. And so I want you to understand the support and how it works. Now, I've even had some of my daycares where they have been honored by the alderman or the mayor, because their students have come into the system and the students are thriving really, really well. Isn't that what we want? That is, to me, a prime example of when educators support one another, the entire field of education becomes stronger. So I'm just giving you a little snippet of some of the things that I do and how it filters all the way in. And I'm telling you this because I don't know what the people have said about my sites, because they tell me. But I have been to some events where they have been honored uh, as well in the community for the work that they have done. So I am I'm passionate about it. I truly am passionate about the whole thing. All right. Okay, we're going to take another commercial, y'all. And then we're going to come back and we're going to do some reflection questions. You all know I always have reflection questions because I'm a reflecting individual. So let's take that. Let's take that commercial. Ooh, excuse me. All right, we are back. I really wanted to put on. I really wanted to put on one of my wigs, y'all. But it's so hot. You see, I'm sweating now. It is so. I just have my own. Um, I have my own summer sometime. But I do want to let you all know that Soul Lady Wigs is one of my affiliates, and I do wear their wigs. I love their wigs. They're nice and plush and thick and everything. But when I'm going through my summers, I just can't. I have a hard time with, because I'm sweating. I'm sweating now, so it is what it is. But here are some reflection questions for you and me. Number one, who is part of your educational community? Now, I kind of briefly told you who was a part of mine. I consult for the state in two fashions. I told you I do the daycares, but I also um, appraise or observe the people who give the workshops for the day, for the daycares, to make sure that they're giving the knowledge that they're supposed to be giving in those workshops, or those, because the students can get credit for it. CEUs, or whatever it's called. They can get, continuing education credit for those courses. So those are the two things that I'm a part of. But the mentoring, as well as me appraising them. I'm also part of the educational system, because I am part of the Illinois AEYC. I work on the public policy. I'm telling you, I'm passionate uh, for the education. I'm trying to think of. I do quite a few things to be a part of the educational community. Don't think that because I retired that I'm still not working toward that, because I am, because it's important to me. Now, the second question is, how can you connect with or encourage another educator this week? Well, I just told you that I'm a mentor. So I encourage them all the time. I have about 13 or 14 sites that I visit, and some of them are already nationally accredited. But then there are others that work on. So they all at different. And you know what? Let me tell you this. We meet, we meet together, y'all, and we collaborate. Now, even though those 14 sites, I have them, they're each different. They each have their own, they're the same, but they're also different. And so when they get together, it's wonderful. Remember what I told you, we need more collaboration, and we don't get that. It's hard for teachers to go over here to another school unless they're going for a workshop, and they shut the school down for stuff like that. Okay, so they don't get it. You can network within the school, but you need to get out and network with other teachers. And I'm so fortunate that I had that opportunity to do that, because you can learn just so much more in that type of environment. So you think about that. How can you connect with or encourage another educator this week? And remember what I told you, all educators are not school teachers. So look around, don't be like this, look like this, and see how you can encourage another educator, you know. The last question is, what support system helps you continue doing the work you love? Now, this question here is basically, I would say, I'm not going to say a teacher. I'm going to say it's basically for an educator. Uh, I don't know. I I don't really remember having a support system for when I was teaching. Now, I had a support system for my students. We had all things going on, but there were not all things going on for the teachers. They might have had one day or 2 days out the year for Teacher Appreciation Day, and you got a little gift or something of that factor. But I'm gonna if I look at it, I'm trying to really look at it and not be broad minded. I guess you could say the district offices, the regional offices, all of those are systems that kind of help you continue doing your work. But sometimes those systems can be out of date, Or remember what I said, not everybody thinks like this. Some people just think, they're narrow minded and they can't see the big picture. They can only see part of the picture. So when you look at systems, you have to look at kind of everything that's going on. But these are just some reflection questions. We're going to take one more, I believe, commercial, and then we're going to come back. I got something special I want to do before we leave. So let's go to that commercial real quick. And then when we come back, I will get into what I want to do. All righty, all righty. We are back. We are back. So I thought that this would be a good time. Hold on. If I can find it. For me to introduce, remember I told you last week that we were going to have an educator spotlight. So at this time, I want to introduce that. One more time. All righty, here we go. All right, Sweet Blessings Educator Spotlight. Today, we want to shine our Sweet Blessings Educator spotlight on teachers, mentors, and educational coaches. These educators guide, they support, and uplift other teachers, helping them grow in confidence and skill. Their wisdom and encouragement strengthens classrooms and inspire educators to keep moving. So today we thank you for the impact you made in supporting fellow educators. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If no one else is going to tell you thank you, I am going to tell you thank you. So before I go, or before I give you my closing message this evening, I do want to share with you a few things. The first thing that I basically would like to share with you is that if you're on Facebook, you can support me by giving stars. That is the way you can support me on Facebook. Oh, Lord, I do have a website, y'all. This is my website, AnnasLifestyleLLC.com. And you can go there and I have everything there. My jury is there. My podcast is there. It's a work in progress. It's not fine tuned yet. But all of my entities are listed on my website. Now, if you are interested in advertising or becoming a sponsor or even a commercial, and maybe you might want to be a guest, you can secure that spot at info@AnnasLifestyleLLC.com or CTIMediaNetwork.com. Sweet blessings. So that email again is info at annaslifestylellc.com. Now, I do have a jewelry website, thejazzyjewelscollection.com. You're more than welcome to go and visit that website as well. You will be able to see all of my fine jewelry and things there as well. Now, I am always, I do go live. Let me tell you this first. I do go live on Facebook. You know, I ask people to support me, but I do go live on Facebook. And I go live Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday with my jewelry. So that's my Facebook profile. Excuse me. For that. And I'm always asking people to like, share, and follow, and even subscribe to all of my social media platforms. But I'm still trying to build, so I'm asking people to subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. So click that button, y'all. Help me out. Click, 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 click. That book. I think that is all of the things that I need to kind of tell you right now. And so we're going to go to our closing message. I always want to leave you with a closing, some type of closing, a message. So this is my closing message to you this evening. Education is not meant to be a journey taken alone. When educators build strong communities of support, they create space where encouragement flows, ideas grow, and passion for teaching continues to strive. Just give you something to kind of think about. So, with that being said, I'm going to say thank you, thank you, thank you for attending and listening to Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and podcast. Why educators need community. So this evening, before I close, I do want to remind everyone that, hold on, that I do have a book coming out. It is a collaboration. Remember what I said about that collaboration. So it is a collaboration with other people who are in the field of education. And remember, it takes a village. And so we're all talking about our journey, and our journeys are different. And we come from all over the United States. So if you are interested in pre-ordering my book, which is coming out in June. Now, I do want to let you know that the first 50 people who sign up or purchase the book, they will be able to have their name or the daycare, either way, listed in the book. So if you're interested in purchasing the book and having your name in there, that's why we're doing the pre-orders. It is www.childcarejourney.com/Anna. So just hit on that and it will take you straight there and you'll be able to purchase Finding Joy as an Early Care Educator. Now, it's great for those people who have children or babies, you know. So the people, because the people look for daycares, they need to know what to look for. Some people don't even know. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know what to look for. So this will can give you a little perspective on it as well. So I encourage everyone to purchase the book. It is well worth it. I have not sold all 50 yet, but we're approaching. So um, keep that in mind as well as we move on. So I just want to say, I hope that some kind of way I have inspired you, and I hope that some kind of way I have encouraged you, and I really hope that I have empowered you to live a fulfilling and blessed lifestyle. And so I'm going to leave you with my 3 L's. The first L, live. Live your life. Live it to the fullest. Do those things that make you tick. You know? The second thing is to laugh. Laughter is so good for you. It's good for the soul. So keep that in mind and try to be happy and laugh because it's good for you. And then the last thing, last L, love. Love is very important. But the most important thing and the most important person that you need to love, guess what? Is you. Self-love is so important, y'all. So make sure you love yourself. Give yourself that pat on the back. Okay? Just remember that. And with that being said, I am going to leave you this evening. I am going to give some recognition to some of my sponsors, as well as recognition for the person who made the music. So hope to see you next week. And don't forget, let that light shine.
Sweet blessing.